Okay, hey everyone. We're getting ready to go. I'm still trying to figure out Google Hangouts, but essentially this is just going to be um, a live stream of me trying to figure out Gatsby.js and build a new portfolio in it. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share and this is entire screen. So I'm just going to go application window. I'm just going to go whole screen here, and that's weird. Um, but I'm just going to go with it. So we've got that. And then let me see if I can. I saw some stuff online that was basically like showing you how to kind of do picture in picture. So I'm going to see if I can get that pulled up real quick and see if I imagine this is going to be super system intensive, but we'll just give it a go, see what happens. Um, okay. So what I want to do is basically put myself in the bottom of the corner here and just hope for the best. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I'm not super good at Google Hangout yet. It's the first live stream I've done. So that looks pretty good quality to me. So yeah, it's a Friday. I'm here at work. And we have this great time in the afternoon called labs where you kind of get to work on a personal project to dive into something new. And so I'm hoping to figure out some of Gatsby, and yeah, we'll see. So uh, essentially, well, that's no good. So I wonder if we can have this like fixed here. Uh, show all windows. No, that's no good. Okay, so let me try and figure this out. So basically, I'm going to do this. I'm going to minimize that, and I'm going to go kind of like this and just see how it goes. All right. So I think that's about all I can do. Okay, so Gatsby, part of the Jam stack in JavaScript. So um, there's a lot of great stuff, but if you go to the documentation, Gatsby, that's basically what I've done right now. And so part of the Jam stack, like I mentioned, you've kind of got your data source, um, and then stands for JavaScript, Ajax, and markup, I believe. And so essentially it's static site, right? So um, what that means, as far as I understand it, is um, your data is it's basically super fast, static. So here we go. PWA only loads the critical things, and yeah, basically my idea is that it's because it's not so much dynamic, it's super fast. JavaScript APIs and markup is what it is. So if you want to dig more into that, there's other stuff over here. But so what is the Jam stack? Yeah, JavaScript. All the dynamic stuff is JavaScript, and then the APIs, as far as I understand them, are like yeah. So it's templated markup. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah, basically it's like you don't have a full stack app. You're basically just like hitting a CDN or something. It makes it really fast. Clearly, I have some learning to do as far as like how this stuff actually works, but I've been looking forward to digging into it for a while, and I've needed a new portfolio site. So um, that's basically what's going on. And so they have these things called starters here. If you scroll down and go over here, I forget how I keep getting to it, but maybe plugins, features, tutorial. So if you go starters, Gatsby starters, they have all these things, and you can um, search for them. It's basically like pre-done templates. And so I'm trying to get a new portfolio site. I basically just filtered on the side here by portfolio and came up with this great app. I'll show you what it looks like. Great template. Really like what it looks like. And so if we go to demo, hopefully this is what I'll have in the end or something similar. Just kind of something I can get up really quickly. I'm planning on hosting via GitHub Pages and hoping to just get that up. I've got like an hour or two, so I might not stream the whole hour, but hoping to get going here. So I've already got Gatsby installed. So it's Gatsby new project name, and then you have the HTTPS basically pointing to the GitHub, and it builds you up a new project. So I'm hoping basically all I'll have to do is like change some markup, and that everything else will be more or less the same. But I guess we'll find out. It's React on the front end, and it does GraphQL for some of the data querying, so should be interesting. I haven't dealt a ton with GraphQL yet, but I'll give it a go. So I'm in my code folder. So Gatsby new. I'm going to call it GitHub. I'm going to call it my username.github.io because that's what you need for GitHub Pages, and HTTPS there. Creating it. I had a ton of issues the last time I tried to do this with a different starter, so hoping everything just kind of starts. This looks, yeah, so, oh shoot. I have all kinds of node issues usually, so it's got to be greater than 8.10. Okay, so I'm going to see if that actually got created. It did, but I don't like that. Apparently there were all kinds of issues, so I'm just going to say npm use. I think I have 8.10 installed. Okay, so I'm going to run the same command again in here to get the Gatsby project set up, and now I can't find it. Why is that? I dealt with something similar last week. I tried to do a Gatsby project, and Gatsby. Very interesting. I'm just gonna go to the top level and see. It's very strange to me. Always a learning process, right, guys? So see what the heck's going on. Very unfamiliar with this ecosystem, so just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. All I want to do is just make a new project. I'm gonna go see if I docs and see if I need to install or something. I don't know if it might have to do with switching node versions. Quick start. I think I've already done this, but we'll see. It's globally installed, I thought. Oh, and it's not going to be able to do it because I'm using stale package data. I'm on a client project and we have separate node or npm aliases set up where you have to be connected to a VPN. Anyway, let's see if this works now. Okay, that looks better. At least there's not errors this time, so it's downloading. Hopefully it'll just work out of the box. It's what I'm hoping for. It's the point of these starter packs as far as I understand it, so I'll just see how this goes. My computer's getting really hot on my lap, I think because I'm using a ton of RAM, probably to record myself and the screen at the same time. That's just how it goes. Okay, so this looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and CD into it and open VS Code and just see what the deal is. I'm gonna put that down there. And then, as I mentioned, I have all kinds of node issues, which comes from, I believe, a combination of the fact that when I first got this machine, I installed Node from the site and then started using NVM and tried to uninstall Node and then reinstall it using NVM. And then also the fact that I'm using ZSH for my terminal. Haven't done a ton of reading on it, but as far as I understand it, that's kind of what the deal is. Okay, so I've got this, gonna go into package.json. I've got Node modules installed, so that looks good. I'm just looking for scripts so I can get this started. npm run dev, please work. If this works, this will prove to me that all the Gatsby related stuff is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Looks like it's doing kind of like a dev build. I think I just saw, that's what that public directory is that just popped up there. And yeah, and it's running. Okay, that's so good. I had way more issues this last week. Creating nice web experiences. Love it. The one thing I don't love about this is these are just like, these look like anchor tags that link you out to other stuff. So I'm not sure if I can maybe have like a, oh, this is just a random link. So I'm not sure if this is like something I could turn into a modal. I would kind of like to show a little bit more about the projects. So we'll see. Maybe I could put like demo source in here, but I assume that since I'm in dev mode on this, that I will be able to just start making edits and that I'll get the live reload and all of that. React goodness. So pages index, I'm just looking at this, trying to figure out what in the world's going on. I'm going to zoom in a bit for you guys. Okay. React. I think we've got style components in here. Looks to be kind of that way. Index. So this is just it's a one-page portfolio. So I think this is just what that is. And then React fragment. Styles are in there, static. I wonder where the project card. Okay, so those are those individual project cards I was showing you down here, I assume. And then tons of SVGs. Oh, that's what all these little shapes are floating in the background, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this is it basically. It's like just this index component and then the project card component. So I guess the cool thing about this is I can make other components as I see fit and kind of inject them in. I think the negative to that is I would kind of have to worry about the styling at that point, unless they've got kind of so they have some global styles, but not really a whole lot that's specific, just kind of like some overflow stuff and height on the body. So utils, animations, but those are to do with the shapes, I believe. So yeah, so I'm just going to get working with what I've got here. Oh, so we've got links. That's good. Okay. And then we've got project card. So I think I will be able to edit project card and maybe I want to have the links on the card instead of that link linking out to the whole thing. But I'm going to go ahead and start editing and just getting that nice feedback loop. And so we'll see. Look at that, already rendered. They're not kidding about it being super fast, so that's fun. Man, okay, so now I got to figure out what all I want to say about myself. I guess I can continue to edit this and update, but yeah, this is fun. Okay, so project section. I kind of like what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and change the picture there. That's something easy to do. I've got some headshots of myself. Let's see if there's like is there like a static assets? Yeah, static. And then we've got logos and favicons. Let's see what this is called. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Avatar. So that's an avatar. Okay, that's good to know. Which makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to put my own. Is the avatar already a circle, or are they using border radius? So, oh, that's weird. Ugh. Um, Avatar images. Okay, images is right here. That took a while to find. Okay, so regular square image. I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up here. Go into what I've already got and my headshot that I use for everything. Um, good. And so now in the index JSX here, I'm thinking that when we finally get down to the bottom, about, we've got our about. Just gonna go avatar. So source avatar, we've got a property on the component. So I need to change that avatar from, oh, they've got it imported like that. Okay. Well, we're not going to be using that. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, wait, from avatar.jpg. Huh. Full disclosure, I've never seen like importing. That is super interesting. Like importing a photo as a property is what that looks like they're trying to do. And then we have const avatar equals styled image. Okay, so that's where the styles are coming from. All very interesting. Images. Let's just finish this. And then album, head, shot, what is this? JPEG, PNG, JPEG. Okay, so we've got it, but declared but never read. Identifier is not in camel case. Okay. I'm going to rename it LBOM and just see what's going on. I don't know if it doesn't like the camel case or what. Got that, and then we've got this. Defined but never used. Declared but values never read. Unable to resolve relative path. That is confusing because, oh, well, that's weird. So this is images. Oh, wait, no, that's it. Images slash, yeah. So I'm just going to try this and see if it works. Maybe resolve some of those linting issues. Here we go. Telling at me because we're not using that anymore. Let's see if that resolved. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so see if that did anything for us. This thing is reloading so fast, I can't believe it. Okay, that looks good, kind of. I think the the styles are specific to how big that image was, and I don't think mine is quite as big. So we need to figure out that styled component. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Styled, rounded, full. I'm gonna go back here and see what this is actually doing. Find it a lot easier to just play around in the inspector than. Okay, what is actually happening? Border rate. Whoa, that's probably why, right? I don't know where in the world that 999 border radius is coming from. That's absurd. Okay. Hmm. That looks super weird on this picture. I don't really like it, to be honest. I don't know if it's because my picture's like too wide. Width. I just made it bigger, I think. I don't think that's really going to help my border radius issue, but mm, okay. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. I like the circle. Avatars better. I think they look nice, but I don't know. Let's see. Border radius. Yeah, that's kind of nice. 40 pixels. I'm just gonna go with that for now. Styled. Styled in. I'm not quite sure how these styles are coming in. TW. Yeah, like I said, full disclosure, I haven't done a ton of styled components yet. And so const avatar. All very interesting, no question. Alt, Peter, headshot. I will say it's really rewarding to just like be able to whip up um, a page so quickly and get to use React and like live reloading and stuff. That's really fun. So interesting thing about these live streams is you see the whole process. You see the frustration, the talking to myself, the like just stumbling through, which if we're being honest is a lot of what coding is regardless, kind of like all the time. So I'm gonna check on my live stream real quick and just make sure Google Hangouts. Yeah, it looks good. Now we have the like infinite thing. I'm gonna stop doing that. Um, okay, back to this avatar. Where are these styles coming from with the TW? To me, it's like so confusing. I have no idea where this is coming from. It's not being imported in anywhere, but it looks like it's a function that's returning styles. But we have global TW. What is TW? I'm so like, just I have no idea. Global, to look through and see what else is in here. TW. It's everywhere. It can't be Twitter though. There's a lot of Twitter, it looks like. Like, what is that TW? Look in package.json and see if there's that a package. I'm just like confused as to what that is. Tailwind. What is tailwind? Okay, that's helpful. A lot of times it's like, it's a CSS thing. Okay, that makes way more sense. Jeez. Um, Something I found when I tried to do this last week is that some companies will put these starter packs together that are reliant upon their systems. And then you have to like create an account. So I had one last week that I was trying to do. It was reliant upon like some CDN or like some analytics platform. I can't remember what it was, where you had to get an account first. And so I was kind of like, forget that. Like I liked the template, but decided to not go ahead with it. So trying to figure out what else is going on here. state variance. TW. I just need to figure out how it's pulling that into the component, just because. And is tailwind the same as, there's tailwind. It looks like there's a Babel plugin tailwind. So there's some of this is like specific to Gatsby, perhaps. Sorry for this. This is a disaster over here. It looks so messy. Just gonna like hide it. No. I don't like what it looks. I take a lot of screenshots and then don't clean them up. Okay. Getting distracted. So, like I said, I just need to figure out like where the actual styles that this tailwind thing is hitting, because I need to edit that for my little avatar image there. Tailwind, styles, utils, styles global. So styles global, yeah, that's fine. Like, sorry, just getting distracted. So you know what? I'm just gonna like use the inspector like a smart person and try and see where these are getting included. But it's tough. Okay, so it's like this is after it's already getting built. So you've got the global styles there, which is fine. And then Avatar has its own specific thing, which is coming straight from this rounded full, which like where is that class being defined is kind of my question. Like rounded full somehow translates into border radius 999. So I'm going to go back here and just try and figure out where that's getting defined. Tailwind custom. Now, where is that? Here they all are. Okay. Jeez. Okay. That was more difficult than it should have been, I guess, in my opinion. So yeah, rounded full. That's exactly where that was coming from. I like kind of rounded, dot rounded. So I'm going to try that. I want to know exactly where this is coming from though. It's just in here sitting at the bottom. That's great. So I can write some custom in here, I guess. Tailwind. Like, where's that ultimately getting included though is my question. So just colors from dot tailwind. Like, I'm not sure if it's kosher to update the custom file or what you should ultimately do. I'm gonna look it up. Tailwind. Generating small styles. Okay. Config, and then you use the Tailwind.js file to configure it, which is weird. Utility for CSS framework. I wouldn't be surprised if this starter were made by these people in order to get you to use their library. So those are all the colors that are being included, and then they're included as exports. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna try and do too much crazy stuff now. I'm gonna try and like stay like within the confines of what they've already defined. So I'm just going to try rounded here on that component and see what happens. Look for avatar, rounded. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So it's just got some like nice rounded corners. It looks like there's a little box shadow there. So that's good. I kind of like that. Say hi. That's an email, and then Twitter and GitHub. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that stuff because that would be pretty easy. I'm hoping there's enough flexibility in this to do some real like customization, but I guess we'll see. I'm gonna go back and just check on hate it when it does that. Check on like how it's actually going um like here. Um it's like I'm doing this. Um does YouTube know I'm doing this? Like I launched it from YouTube, but I'm not sure how this like actually works. Um I'm just gonna trust that that's fine. So okay. All right, I'm gonna edit the bottom there. Hi, say hi or get in touch. Right? I thought that was gonna take me right there. All right, say mail to. I'm gonna put my email in here. Not a big deal. It's on every other public thing, so you guys can get in touch, I guess, if you want. Dribble. I'm gonna say Twitter. Uh, Twitter. I think just Twitter slash username. Is it right? We'll find out. No, that was not it. What about if we add a? Oh, it might help to put a .com in there. That's just me. I mean, I don't know what y'all think. I can't get over how fast this is rendering. I mean, I know that's the point of it, but still pretty wild to me. Okay, sweet. So that is great. Let's check this notification. Lots of friends from the JavaScript community. Okay, Instagram. We'll just give it a. I don't get on Instagram anymore, but we'll just see if that works. Boom! Look at how fast that is. That's crazy to me. Page not found. Oh wait, I think my what's my oh, it's pubom underscore. Great. Okay. So I'll just put my Instagram on there for now. And then I'm probably gonna get rid of that footer and not give these people a shout out at some point, but maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Okay. Um, what else can we do? I don't really want to like pour my heart out about who I am in front of a live stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do what I just said and see what happens. Uh, yeah, I kind of like how it just ends. Um, that's good, in my opinion. Yeah, I kind of like it. Um, I'll do a little bit of editing about myself, I guess. And then we might call it a day, at least as far as the live stream goes. Um, okay. and like that. Trailing space. Oh, backticks. It wants backticks. So confusing. I don't know if that's like is that a React thing or a Gatsby thing? I'm like doing a lot of Angular these days, so I forget some React specific stuff, but that doesn't seem like it should need backticks necessarily. Hmm. All right. See how that works. I wonder if it's gonna yell at me. What is the problem? Two backticks. ESLint prettier. I don't know about this, guys. I mean, that looks weird. It wants two. Look, it went from two, now it wants three. So strange. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Is it because of the? Is it because of this? All right. I'm thinking it was because of that comma, but that's. And this is just JavaScript, guys. Come on. I have no idea what the deal is. Okay, fix. Okay, so it looked like it really had to do with the one line more than anything else. But I got rid of that. It's not yelling at me, so I'm gonna go back to this. Now check it out. I might like some like social icons right here. I think might be good. So I might bring in Font Awesome at some point. It's super hard to know. Like, I guess this thing gets built into the like index.html at a certain point. So I guess it's kind of hard to figure out like where I would actually put. Yeah, this way of doing it is not quite as familiar to me. I know I keep saying that. Hmm. 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 Like, where would I even put that? Is kind of my question. I wonder if you can npm install those. Is that possible? Indeed, look at that. I'd prefer to do that, I think, than like, have to have like include a link and stuff like that. I don't like doing that if I can avoid it. So looks like they're up to version 4.7. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a shot. At the worst case, I install the dependency I don't need. And then I'm gonna call it a day for now on this. Clear. That's what it said, right? Yeah. I know what that is. VPN for the project I'm on right now. Okay, so I'm going to come back to that. I don't want to have to get on and do all that during this live stream. I could just edit my actual my npmrc. I'm just going to send this to myself for later. Try and come back and do this again. Where's that npmrc that I just opened? Where is this? Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm just going to save that and get out of there. Okay, I think that's enough for now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Thanks, everyone.